So now I am going to demonstrate building a dashboard in Service Desk. So one of the things that we saw before was how to build a query. So we're going to take that information and then take it a step further on how to build a dashboard. So when it comes to building a dashboard, very similar to building a query. Come over here to this white space, right click, and then you'll have an option to add a dashboard shortcut. So if I do that, what it will do is it will pop up this window, and then it will ask me for what I want to name the link to this dashboard. So we'll call it board test dashboard. I will add this to the shortcut bar, add it as a system shortcut. And down here, I'm going to label this the BorgWarner test dashboard as well. If I check this box, I could make this BorgWarner test dashboard a link to an already created dashboard. By doing this, this would give me a list of all the dashboards that are already created, but I'm not going to do that in this case. I'm going to make a brand new dashboard. So I'll leave that unchecked, but I'm going to make sure to check these off so that I can get back to this dashboard. Now when I hit OK, what it's going to do is create that link to that dashboard, and when I click on this dashboard, what you're going to see is nothing, because it's a blank slate. So now we're going to start to build out this dashboard with whatever we want on here. So what I'm going to do is show this dashboard with the information that I want to see on here. So this could be a combination of incidents and changes, or incidents and requests, or notice board requests. Whatever you want that exists in Service Desk can be shown on this single dashboard. So what I'm going to start out by doing is adding a new gadget by right-clicking in the space that the dashboard is, and then choose what I want to show. So I'm going to choose, in this case, a query. So I'll say incidents by user. Hit OK. And what I can do is, just like the last time, I can go down to Incident Management, in Incident, and then start to pick and choose my fields. Or I can check this box and then choose from a pre-built incident query. So what I'm going to do in this case is just choose all incidents. And now that I have this, what I'm going to do is, because I labeled it incidents by user, I'm going to go over to user, right click, group this, and now if I want to show this as a pie chart, I'll just hit this downward arrow and show this data as a pie chart. So while this looks good, it's taking up a lot of real estate, and I may not want it to take that much space up, so I'll right click on the white space, choose add a new column, and then add a column over here. And now there's a line down here which will separate data that I want on the left hand side of my dashboard versus data that I have on my right. So now that I have that information, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another gadget over here on this side. Right click, add a new gadget, choose query, and I'll say incidents by support group. Hit OK, and I'll choose incident management, incident. I'll do the same thing I did last time, all incidents. Except this time, I'm going to go over here to the star. Since I don't see what support group these tickets are assigned to, I'm going to go ahead and add that into this gadget by clicking this star. Choose the current assigned group. Now that I have that data point, I'm going to right click, group it. And this time I'll show this data as a bar chart. So now we kind of had the beginnings of a decent incident management dashboard. So what I may want to do now is, below incidents by user, show something that just shows links to various tickets. So what I can do is I'll come over here and I'll say incident will let me do is create just name this incident links, choose what color this would show as workspaces, pick an icon, and now this is a blank space for me to begin and add links in here. So I can add a query link, calls all incidents, choose the color that this would show. So as I configure these, I also have to choose the options of how I would also want this to show in workspaces, because whatever I design in here is also available in workspaces. Choose the module, incident management, incident. View a list of service desk queries, all incidents. So now I have a link that's going to pop up in here that will give me the option to click on this and just show all incidents. Click on that. That will give me. Click on this link again and it will take me back. And then I can also throw a link in here for a process link. And the process link will be create incident. Blue, I choose incident management, incident, and then I can choose from one of my many incident processes that we have, ranging from very simple, very mature. So I'm just going to choose my customer incident process and hit OK. So what that will give me the option now is another link down here where if I click this, it will allow me to start entering in the initial information for a new incident. So now I'm going to go one step further, add another gadget over here, and then say, all right, what I want now is P1 and P2 incidents. Choose OK. Same thing, incident management, incident. Quickly choose that. And in this case, I'm just going to filter this by response level. So I'll click over here. Response level. So I'm going to show filter, one of. So now I'm going to say that I want to show 2-day and 4-hour response level tickets. So I'll say 2 days and 4 hours. So now the data is filtered down on just those tickets. And what I may want to do now is hide this so that no one can see this unsightly filter. So we'll say hide filters. And I may want to take this one step further and say, you know what, this is going far too low for me. I'll go to the properties of this and I'll uncheck determine the height automatically. And the other thing that I have the option on here is to choose the refresh rate. Right? How often do I want this dashboard to update? I could choose 15 seconds and basically guarantee whomever's looking at this that they're always getting the most up-to-date real-time data. Though if you have a lot of dashboards and you set them all to 15 seconds, that can impact performance. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'll choose 15 seconds, hit OK. And I also uncheck determine height automatically. So what I'll do, I'll go down to the bottom here, and pull this up to save some room. And now I can take this one step further. Maybe I want this to span across 2 levels. So if I bring this over here, and I want to move this, and change this to column span 2, I can make that data span 2 columns, and bring this up here. So as I add columns in, I can pick and choose how many column widths my gadgets span across, how I want that data shown. I can always adjust these and change what data is shown just by going in and going to the properties of these gadgets and changing the data. I can change this to change management data, but that's a kind of quick run through on how dashboards can be created and manipulated.